This is big news. India has cancelled tourist visa and China has fallen in line. China will allow Indian students to return and Indian students will be allowed to return to China. This is a big breaking here on Republic. China has announced plans to permit the return of some Indian students stranded in India for over 2 years following the visa and flight restrictions imposed by Beijing due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So this is a big news here on Republic. India's tough talk. India's tough talk has forced China to buckle. India's diplomacy has worked. And now what we can tell you and confirm to you that China has now finally announced plans to permit the return of some Indian students who have been stranded in India for over 2 years. I would like to go across to my colleague Niranjan to get us more details on this breaking development. Niranjan, it seems like India's diplomatic efforts and tough talk have worked in this regard.
Well, this is a big win for India because recently India had taken the measure to cancel tourist visas for Chinese for Chinese citizens, and a message was sent, and after that we have a big development because there was a standoff on whether China would allow Indian students to return. Now what we are hearing is that following the meeting of the External Affairs Minister Jaishankar with Chinese State Councillor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi on the 25th of March, the Chinese side has expressed its willingness to consider facilitating the return of Indian students to China on a need-assessed basis. And in order to facilitate this, the Indian Embassy intends to prepare a list of such students which will be shared with the Chinese side for their consideration. Therefore, Indian students are requested to provide necessary information, and the details have been shared. This is a big diplomatic win because India has sent a strong message by cancelling tourist visas, and seems like China has got the message and has buckled down. Back to you for now.
All right, Niranjan. And joining me also is Saurabh Shukla, Editor-in-Chief of News Mobile, joining me. Saurabh, again, this is definitely a big win for India, big diplomatic victory for India, and it really sends China a very strong message when it comes to Indian students being stranded in India for 2 years following the visa and flight restrictions posed by Beijing due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yes, absolutely. This is a win for India's people-centric diplomacy, which Prime Minister Narendra Modi and External Minister S. Jaishankar have been promoting for a long time, and that's true with China. It has not been an easy path, I can tell you, from my informed sources. But this is the first step. I won't say that this is, this is the culmination, because the Chinese side also had expressed certain reservations. They were also asking for certain concessions from India. But the fact remains that at least the process has started, because the career of these students was important. Some of them had petitioned the government of India because they were not being allowed to go back. But the other challenge for India continues to be the situation, the COVID situation in China. And the Chinese authorities will also have to assure India that the well-being of these students will be taken care of, because there are really strong curbs, if you see, in Chinese cities like Shanghai, even Beijing now. And this is something, the Chinese government will have to reassure India. But I would say, on the whole, this is a good step forward. But with China, you have to take everything with a pinch of salt. You cannot just think that, it will be something which will be, unilateral. China always expects something out of this. Let's see what is next on the diplomatic table.
All right, Saurabh Shukla there, Editor-in-Chief of News Mobile, joining us here on Republic. Thank you so much.